What's going on? How y'all doing? Another video here. Gonna be sharing with y'all some keys to life and repetition. I put a quote up before I forget it. It is to master repetition. To master life is to master repetition. Life is repetitive. I'll repeat that again. To master life is to master repetition. Life is repetitive. I'm gonna explain what that means in a minute. Let me turn this down. It's the music playing in the background. So what does this mean? To master life is to master repetition. Life is repetitive. Life is repetitive in itself. You go to work, you get up, pay bills, you go to the gym, you eat, you sleep, you wake up, you spend time with your family, you go through trials, you go through tribulations, you go through happy times, you go through sad times, you go through, times. You see, it's repetitive. It's the same thing every day, same song. All right, that's life. It's repetitive. It's every single day. But many of us don't realize that. Many of us don't realize life is repetitive. Life is the same thing. Now, it may hit you at different times in your life, but life is repetitive. That trial, that situation, that job, that happy time, it may not come to you now, but it's coming. That's life. It's repetitive. It comes to you at different times in your life. I like to compare life like a gym. For example, people who know about progressive overload, people who are into the gym, and they know about progressive overload. What progressive overload is every 4 to 6 weeks, so often, you add an extra 5 to 10 pounds to your weight. 5 to 10 pounds of weight is what you call progressive overload. Progressive overload, all right? Follow me. What happens is, why do you add this 5 to 10 pounds extra weight? Well, because this 5 to 10 pound extra weight makes you stronger. It makes you more, it builds your strength, it builds your muscles, it builds your, it builds your immune system, it makes you stronger, right? Life is the same way. Life is the same way. If you go through the same trials, or if you have the same situations happen to you day in and day out, life will be pretty boring. You'll get used to the pressures. You'll get used to the same thing. You almost can predict what life can throw at you. That's not living. If you can see it and predict it and it happens, that's not living. You're not growing. You're actually very stagnant. All right. On my couch here. You have to go through or grow through these progressive overload stages. You have to grow through times of trials and tribulations and happy times. You have to grow through it in order for you to grow. That's the repetition of life. So what's my quote again? To master life is to master repetition. Life is repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over again. It doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the weight of life, is the pressures of life. That's the key I want you guys to listen to. The only thing that changes in life is the weight and the pressures that you go through in life. That's it. It's the same thing. It's the same game. You know, count it all joy when you go through various trials and tribulations. The Bible says that in the book of James. Count it all joy because you're growing. When life puts you through something, that means you have grown. And it's time to add more weight to you so you can grow some more. I hope you caught that. When life adds more weight to you, that means you already grown. So it's time to add more weight to you so you can grow some more. Just like the gym, just like weights that you lift at the gym. It's the same thing. It's just a different arena. It's the same thing. Right? For example, you have professional athletes. You have professional athletes. You have soccer players. You have baseball players. You have basketball players. You have swimmers, track, whatever you want to do. What do they all have in common? What do they all have in common? They are all professional athletes in different arenas. A swimmer and a football player are different when it comes to their sport, but yet they're the same professional athlete. They're the same professional athletes. In life, it's the same thing. All right? It's repetitive. Different arenas. All right? For example, if the swimmer would try to play, and here's the key. The key is switching the arena of our mind. Because it's easier said than done. And as I'm speaking to you this right here, you may say, well, that's easy to be said, but how do I apply it? How do I apply this philosophy? We have to change our perspectives in our mind. We have to change the perspectives in the arena of our mind. I'm gonna explain what that means in a minute. How do you do that? How do you change the perspective of your mind? How do you change the arena of your mind? How do you change that? Because it's easy that I'm saying this, but how do you apply it? How do you apply what I'm saying? It's a lifelong process of applying this. It's a lifelong process of changing the arena of our mind, changing our perspectives in our mind. It's a lifelong process, but we can do it repetitively every single day. What's the key to life? Repetition. That's all it is. It's ongoing. It's eternal. All right? Now, back to my question, how do you change the arena of your mind? Here's one thing you have to do. You have to change your perspective of how you look at life. You have to change your perspective of how you look at your trials, how you look at your situations in life. How you look at your happy moments, your sad moments, your trials, tribulations, you have to change that perspective in your mind. Life is not trying to hurt you. It's not designed to kill you. Trials that you go through are not designed to kill you, are not designed to give you anxiety. It's not designed to put you in a depressed state of mind. It's not designed that way. It's just a tool that is used to help you grow and help you transform. Just like that weight at the gym. Hope this is making sense. It's just a tool that the Most High uses to help us grow, to help you grow as human beings. That's all it is. It's a weight. It's a pressure. It's trials. They call it trials. That's all it is. So you change the arena of your mind by changing your perspective on how you look at things in your mind. For example, you wouldn't go to the gym and be scared of a dumbbell. You wouldn't be scared of a treadmill, would you? You wouldn't have anxiety and be freaking out like, oh my gosh, there's a treadmill. It's gonna kill me. That's silly, right? That's real silly, huh? Same thing with life. Don't freak out when things happen in life. I know it's a different arena, but it's the same thing. It's like that gym. It's not designed to kill you. It's designed to build you spiritually and then physically, to build you up, make you stronger spiritually. You do the physical part by going to the gym, making your body strong. Life makes your spirit strong and builds you up your spirit. That's my video for today. Subscribe, comment. I'm out.